Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Wade Price with eXp Realty, your go-to guy for all things real estate in Middle Tennessee. My number is 615-436-5995, and you can reach me at wade@wadepricehomes.com. Today we're diving into the cost of living in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Whether considering a move or you're just curious about how far your money goes in one of the fastest growing cities in the Nashville metro area, you're in the right place. Trust me, there are some big advantages to living in Mount Juliet. Lower taxes, more space, and great schools, but there are also some costs you'll want to factor in. So let's break it all down section by section. All right, let's start with the biggest expense, housing. Mount Juliet's home prices have been rising steadily over the past few years, and for good reason. This city offers a great balance of affordability, convenience, and quality of life. With highly rated schools, low crime rates, and an abundance of new developments, it's easy to see why more people are choosing to call Mount Juliet home. Compared to downtown Nashville, you're getting way more house for your money. While a modest 2,000 square foot home in Nashville could set you back over $700,000, in Mount Juliet, that same square footage could cost you around $550,000. And in many cases, you'll get a larger yard, a quieter neighborhood, and access to great local amenities. So what does that actually mean for buyers? As of 2024, the median home price in Mount Juliet is around $550,000. However, prices can vary significantly depending on factors like location, home age, and features. If you're looking at newer subdivisions like Providence, Wright Farms, and Jackson's Hill, expect prices to be in the $600,000 to $750,000 range. These communities often offer modern floor plans, energy efficient homes, and amenities like community pools, walking trails, and playgrounds. Next up, let's talk about property taxes and utilities, two key factors that can impact your cost of living in Mount Juliet. So property taxes, how do they compare? One of the biggest perks of living in Mount Juliet are lower property taxes. Right now, Wilson County's property tax rate is $1.90 per 100 of assessed value, which is significantly lower than Davidson County, Nashville, where rates are over $3 per 100. So what does this mean in real numbers? Let's break it down. If you purchase a $550,000 home in Mount Juliet, your annual property tax bill will be approximately $5,225. In comparison, that same $550K home in Nashville would cost you closer to $8,500 per year in property taxes. That's a huge difference. You buy a $700,000 home in Mount Juliet, your tax bill would be around $6,650. Davidson County, Nashville, it could exceed $10,800. That's a huge difference over time. Lower taxes mean more money in your pocket to invest in home improvements, travel, or just enjoy life. If you're a homeowner, this could be one of the most attractive financial benefits of living in Mount Juliet. Now, it's important to remember that property taxes are based on the assessed value of your home, which is typically a percentage of the market value. If property values continue to rise, your tax bill may increase slightly, but Wilson County's tax rate has historically remained lower than surrounding areas. So, utility costs, what to expect in Mount Juliet? Beyond taxes, another important part of the cost of living is utilities, of course. Monthly expenses will depend on factors like your home size, energy efficiency, and your personal habits. Let's take a look at what you can expect. Electricity, $125 to $250 per month. Goes a lot higher in the summer, of course. It's very hot in Tennessee. If you live in a 2,500 square foot home, expect to pay around $180 to $250 per month in peak summer months, closer to $125 in the winter. Newer homes with energy efficient windows and insulation can help reduce costs. Water and sewer, $40 to $100 per month. Households with larger families or extensive lawn irrigation may be on the higher end of that range. Irrigation can get you with a water bill, I know. And some neighborhoods may have HOA covered water costs, so check before buying or renting. Now, if you have natural gas in the winter, probably $150 per month. Many homes in Mount Juliet have gas heating, and during the coldest months, December to February, costs can rise significantly. If you have a gas fireplace, water heater, or stove, this will also affect your bill. Then you've got internet and cable, $65 to $120 per month. The main providers in Mount Juliet are Xfinity and AT&T Fiber. If you work from home or stream a lot, you may need a higher speed plan that costs closer to $100 to $120 per month. Many homeowners are ditching traditional cable for streaming services, which can reduce your monthly bill. And then there's some hidden utility costs to consider. There's a few other costs that homeowners and renters should be aware of. Trash collection, a lot of times you don't think about that. If you live in the city limits, trash collection is usually included in your water bill. If you're outside city limits, you may need a private trash service costing $20 to $30 per month. And then you still have to consider HOA fees if they apply to homes. Some newer subdivisions in Mount Juliet have HOA fees ranging from $30 to $100 per month. These often cover amenities like a community pool, landscaping, area maintenance, security, smart home tech. Many homeowners opt for security systems like Ring ADT and Vivint, which can cost anywhere from $20 to $60 per month. If you have a smart thermostat, you may be able to save on electricity by setting automatic schedules. That's another great tip. I've been very pleased with the rates in Tennessee since I've been here. So let's talk about your move. Now that we've covered property taxes and utilities, you might be wondering, how does this compare to where you live now? Are the savings worth making the move to Mount Juliet? If you're thinking about buying a home here, give me a call, 615-436-5995. Send me an email, wade@wadepricehomes.com. I'd love to help you break down the numbers and see if Mount Juliet is the right fit for you. And don't forget, if you have any tips for saving on utilities, so I shared some, drop them in the comments below. Let's help each other keep those bills low. Food is another major expense, and in Mount Juliet it's pretty close to the national average, though prices can fluctuate based on supply chain issues, seasonal demand. Whether you're a home cook or someone who enjoys dining out, understanding the cost of food in Mount Juliet can help you budget more effectively. Grocery costs, what can you expect to pay? If you're grocery shopping at major chains like Kroger, Publix, Walmart, or Aldi, here's what you can expect to pay for some common household staples. Milk, about $3.29 a gallon. Eggs, they're about $5 a dozen right now. Chicken breasts, $4.50 to $5 a pound. Ground beef, $5 a pound. Bread, about $3 a loaf. Cheese, $5 to $7 per pound. Oranges, $1.50 to $3. Peppers, $2 to $4 per pound. And all the groceries, they're pretty close to the national average, but that gives you an idea. If you prefer shopping for organic and specialty foods, Whole Foods in Nashville, or the Sprouts Farmers Market in nearby Hendersonville are great options, though they typically have higher price points. The farmers markets and local produce are also great around Mount Juliet. For those who love fresh, locally sourced produce and meats, you can check out Main Street Market in Lebanon, which is very nearby. It offers fresh fruits, vegetables, homemade jams, and local honey. Wilson County Fairgrounds Farmers Markets open seasonally with great deals on pasture-raised meats, dairy, and handmade goods. Delvin Farms, a CSA program, is a community-supported agriculture program where you can get fresh, organic produce delivered weekly. If you're someone who values farm-to-table eating or wants to support local farmers, these markets are a great way to get high-quality food at competitive prices. I love that. Plus, buying in bulk or participating in a CSA program can help you save money in the long run. So let's talk about dining out in Mount Juliet. One of the best parts about living in Mount Juliet is the food scene. Whether you're looking for fast, casual, fine dining, or some good old Tennessee barbecue, there's something for everyone. Here's what you can expect to spend when dining out. A casual meal at a sit-down restaurant, expect to spend $12 to $20 per person. That's a casual restaurant. A high-end restaurant, you're looking at $40 to $60 per person for entrees, drinks, and appetizers. They depend on how much you drink. Fast food combo meal around $8 to $12. Coffee at a local cafe, a specialty latte will run you around $5 to $7, depending on if it's Starbucks or one of the local places. So we're talking about food. Let's talk about some of the best restaurants in Mount Juliet. Here are a few standout spots. Big Bad Wolf Smokehouse. If you love slow smoked barbecue with all the classic southern sides, this is a must visit. Precious Indian Grill. It offers rich, flavorful Indian cuisine, from butter chicken to biryanis. The GOAT Mount Juliet, a trendy spot for craft cocktails, burgers, and social events. Courtney's Restaurant and Catering, a local favorite for Southern comfort food and homemade pies. Jonathan's Grill is great for watching the game while enjoying wings, burgers, and beer. Tulip's Asian cuisine, known for fresh sushi and flavorful Chinese dishes, is great. And of course, these are just a few options. There are plenty of hidden gems throughout Mount Juliet. Now let's talk about transportation. Commuting is another big factor to consider if you're moving to Mount Juliet. Gas prices here usually sit below the national average. Right now, you'll pay about $3.20 to $3.50 per gallon. If you work in downtown Nashville, there are a couple of options. Drive yourself. The commute is about 25 to 45 minutes, depending on the traffic. You can take the WeGo Star commuter train. It runs from Mount Juliet to downtown and costs about $5 per ride or $95 for a monthly pass. That's a pretty good deal. All right, now let's talk about some of the fun stuff. Mount Juliet has plenty to do for all ages. Outdoor lovers, there's Percy Priest Lake, Long Hunter State Park, Charlie Daniels Park. For shoppers, you got Providence. The Marketplace has everything from Target to specialty boutiques. Golfers, Windtree Golf Club is a local favorite. The weekend rounds costing around $50. For families, movie tickets at the Regal Providence cost around $13 per ticket. And if you love staying active, gym memberships range from $30 to $75 per month, depending on whether you're going to go to a local gym or a bigger chain like Planet Fitness or Orange Theory. What's your favorite thing to do for fun around town? Let me know in the comments. There's plenty to do in Mount Juliet. So there you have it, the real cost of living in Mount Juliet. If you're thinking about making the move, let's chat. I'm Wade Price with eXp Realty, 615-436-5995, or email me at wade@wadepricehomes.com. And if you want to schedule a Zoom call, I'd love to meet you face to face. Just scan the QR code in the banner or check the description box below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget, if you've experienced any of the challenges I mentioned today as far as cost, drop a comment below and let's talk about it. Again, I'm Wade Price with eXp Realty. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay happy, stay curious, and keep dreaming big. See y'all soon.